Hi, I am Patrick Amiot.
And Brigitte Laurent.
And we're just about to show you our spring collection 2018 going to Toronto tomorrow. So hope you enjoy it. First, we have a Batman. I love making Batman. He's my favorite superhero. So we have Batman that's all made out of junk here. We have a vacuum cleaner, 50-gallon drums, helium tank, and all kinds of cool junk. He stands about 9 feet tall and 3 feet wide, and yeah, great colors. So we have a cat on a record player here playing rock and roll. I love the orange cats. I love the color. And this is all junk, and he's got beautiful movement, and I like the color of the base. So over here we have the cowboy, and mean cowboy, I like his posture, you know. And it's got all kinds of beautiful parts on this one. These are nail removers. Yeah, they were used to remove nails off of pieces of wood. And we got nuts and bolts. There's a toolbox right here. And the spout is from an oil distributing system. These are from the helium tanks. That's how I make the ears. These are for a stove. They're like stove parts. And then this is a 50-gallon drum top that I twisted. So it's got nice features to it. I think he's got beautiful movement. These are little gardening implements. Well, it's sharp. Might be an issue. So on the pyramid, we have over here a shovel. We have, of course, tanks, gasoline tanks. I have a muffler in the back, nuts and bolts, whatever leftovers that I use to make the base here. The bird is a gasoline tank from Honda. It's a Honda gasoline tank. And the rest is all random parts I found at my shop. I love the colors of this one. It's just so bright. This is my belt chair. So it's pretty simple. It's an old, it's a vintage butterfly chair, and I put a bunch of belts and a bunch of used belts, and it's pretty comfortable. It makes a nice, there we go. And the ottoman's made out of old belts as well. Very comfortable chair, very stylish. The Russians send a dog in outer space, and his name was Laika. This is Sputnik 2, which is basically the spaceship and this goes like this. And there's Laika in there, and screw this in. So there's Laika, and then she's got all her toys inside. Maybe you could go the other way, as you can show it this way with the bubble, and then you can see the inside where she has a can of food, toys, and yeah, all our little goodies around. There we go. So this is a carousel piece, and it's a memorial piece for our buddy Dan, and it's going to the carousel. I don't do horses very often, but I really had a good time doing this one. I think it's very circus-like. It has nice bright features to it. It makes it feel like it's almost candy. And spoons, stove handles, the usual junk on a big tank. This is a painting of Batman. It's an aluminum frame, and I've used nuts and bolts, license plate, doll eyes, dominoes, and I think it's a jar, metal jar, and it's on a nylon base. So Again, Batman. It's kind of a little bit of a low relief. This is called my first love. It's the very first Volkswagen very first car I've ever owned. And I remember the love story I had with this thing where I just thought it was so beautiful. I just look at it. I didn't even want to drive it. If I did drive it, it was such a nightmare. So it's made out of latex over canvas. And I'll give you a side shot so you can see the depth. So it has a little bit of a, see the little, it's got all the nice goodies, chrome. I still think they're beautiful. It was exactly like that with the roof rack. So here we have the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is an edition of 5. This is number 5. And originally she was made out of clay, and it was a fiberglass cast. And the mouth, that's a fishing line with a bit of epoxy there to give it that creepy look. Everybody says she looks like Mick Jagger. That wasn't intentional. She's just got a big mouth. This is a fishing scene that was built on a Maverick hood. And there's a toolbox here, there's a jigsaw, there's a light fixture, a couple of tanks, and the perches are wood stove chokers. So it's really junky. I like the way there's no manufacturing on this one. And I really like the colors. I like that blue. I miss the snow sometimes, not all the time. And yeah, there's a nice wall relief. There's a door handle for the light on the snowmobile, which I think is perfect.